It's me, Kenny. Welcome back to Kenny's Corner 2014. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 5 things that can commonly happen to a blind person. And if you're blind or legally blind, it might end up happening to you. So let's dive right on into the video. So first things first, take a look at what's behind me. Let me lift it up. If you can't tell, that's a chair. Now this mainly happens at school, but it can also happen at any other place. And here's something that all the sighted people need to do. Push in your chairs. Many blind people could almost trip and fall if just randomly their cane for some reason did not hit the chair and they dodged the chair. They could literally trip and fall. Do you want that? I don't know, maybe if you're mean, but me personally, I don't think we need any broken bones, bleeding, or anything like that. Okay? Now moving on to number 2. Now if number 2, this is a phrase that you might hear once in a while when you're blind. But if people really know you're blind, then you might not hear it, but here it is anyway. The phrase, over here. Now, hear me out guys. Over here to me is like, what does that mean? I mean, what does over here mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I know what it means. I mean, I know it means that they're trying to call me to one spot in specific, but I don't know where to go because I don't have the sight to see where they're using a little finger to point. So, yeah, is that really useful in the end? Like, you could tell them left, right, up, down, push down on the web camera. You guys just disabled my video. Alrighty then, moving on to number 3. Now number 3 is one of the worst ones because it can be very costly on your wallet. Now when you are blind or legally blind, you need technology. This can range from something simple to a braille to a CCTV, all the way up to those Mantis Q40s and braille displays, which I will also be making a video on right after this. So you guys should be getting 2 videos today. And then my next video, my 50 subscriber, 50 videos special. It'll be my 50th video on the channel. Anyways, back on track. Blind technology is very expensive. Now, if you break it, I mean, yeah, it's kind of your problem. I mean, you caused it. But if someone else, steps on your folding cane that you spent $50 on, or someone knocks your braille display out of your arms, which is like $3,600, you're going to be in debt because of them unless they or their parents or whoever is going to pay you back. And today is exactly what happened to me when I was walking along at my school. And guess what happened? A kid came out and stepped as hard as he could on my folding cane, and it got bent. Thankfully, they were able to bend it back, but now it has minor dents on it. And I'm not going to shame this kid because I don't even really know who the kid is, but if he's somehow watching, I'm coming for you, okay? So that's number 3. Moving on to number 4. Now, number 4 is one that, I mean, usually doesn't happen to many, but it's happened to me. And that is not getting the technology and other things you need. For example, you're at school or work and you need a tactile graphic image where you can feel it. Well, you might not have someone to do it or someone with the technology to do it when you should be getting that already provided to you due to your disability to accommodate for what you need. For example, I'm doing an assignment. I need to type something, but I don't have a laptop. Someone needs to accommodate me with a brailler so I can braille it out, and then we need a transcriber to transcribe that braille. Or I could verbally tell the person, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes technology and things for blind people is not provided. And the same goes for deaf people, people in wheelchair, people with autism and stuff. It can happen to anyone at any given time. And that's one of the big ones that if it does happen, I mean, it could end up with a lawsuit to said school or workplace. That's how bad these things can sometimes get. We almost, okay, sued my elementary school. Just saying. So yeah, it can be pretty difficult sometimes. And now lastly, moving on to number 5. And the last thing I have to talk about is transportation. Now, when you're blind or legally blind, transportation can be hard because, you usually cannot drive. Like, yeah, you might be too young to drive, but the real issue is you can't see the roads and you can't maneuver the car to drive because otherwise this... And you don't want that, obviously. So, what do you do to get around? Well, you can always take the bus, but what if you're too young or you're just not comfortable with taking the bus? Well, then you have cabs and Ubers, which are, more simple, but you have to pay money out of your pocket just to go on these things. And then you could have someone, like a friend or whatever, take you places, but how reliable is that going to be when they might not always be available? So transportation when you're blind or legally blind can be very difficult sometimes. And well, with that guys, I think that's about all I wanted to talk about today. I hope that you maybe learned something from this video, like push in your chair and stop stepping on my cane. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm definitely not going insane. Also, look at me through this kaleidoscope. Wait, you guys can actually see through this. No way. Hold up. Hold on. No, this wasn't intentional. Hi, guys. You see me? You see my hand? Wait, I forgot some of you watching might not be able to see. Oh, crap!